GSL Code S.
GSL.
Thousands of anti-government protesters have
Welcome to GSL Antigua Shipyard.
All right, introducing our players in the bottom right. Winning so hard if he wins this GSL, man. This guy's off the hook. The Postal Protoss. Can he defeat arguably the most accomplished player in GSL? Well, I'm bugged with this intro. Can he beat MVP? He is.
SK Telecom T1, Rain.
Got to have at least one bungled intro for GSL day. All right.
That's right.
In the upper left, we have the legend. But if he loses this, he's out. He wanted to win his 5th GSL Code S. But can he overcome this new best Protoss in the world? He is.
AGIM MVP.
So, Artosis, we've had about a week off.
Yes.
What did you do on your week off?
Played a lot of games.
Played a lot of games. Saw
Chilled
that
off.
baby
Played with the baby.
How's that baby?
A lot.
Hear that baby can crawl now.
Dude, that baby slithers quicker than a snake.
That's pretty insane, man.
It's pretty crazy.
How you can grab onto stuff and stand up.
Oh yeah. No,
Is it true your baby knows how to tap dance yet? That's pretty good for not even being a year old.
She probably could know how to do it, but I didn't teach her tap dancing.
Of course, well.
I'm not the biggest fan. It's very impressive, but
it is.
I don't want a baby tap dancing in my house.
I played Demon Souls because I want to start playing Dark Souls, but I haven't beaten Demon Souls yet. I had like nerds over my house I had like a nerd on my computer while I'm making them look up stuff on how to beat each level while I have like another nerd rubbing my back.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get on Skype with Maynard from Australia. He had to help me, give me advice.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. I had like support nerds like all over the world.
That's good.
It was like the Pentagon for nerds right now to get down to help me get through this game. I haven't quite beaten it yet, so soon.
You know what MVP did all weekend?
What?
He played Demon Souls as well, but he beat it alone first try.
First try. He's like, I don't get.
He's like, so wait, if I don't let these guys hit me, then I don't die?
You're saying if I just don't lose on my HP, then I don't lose, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's right, MVP. And he's like, all right, give me the controller. So and beats it right there.
Well, MVP with a fast expand. Very standard from him.
I do not think we're going to have any more timing all-ins from MVP for the rest of the series.
You don't think so?
I really
last
doubt
night,
it.
Cloud Kingdom, you think he'll play that completely straight?
I think he'll play it completely straight. I mean, I might be wrong, but that's...
No, I actually agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm like your teacher in high school trying to make you think critically.
Yeah, that's good. Trying to challenge me and stuff.
Yeah. But all right, so I mean, he's out. He's scouting around now. Rain is with his probe, his Zealot and his Stalker, getting his Nexus. A little bit later, of course, in the command. Everything very stand from these two. Oh, triple command by MVP.
Command. Not really risky at all. But
No,
I
it's
think
not
it's
super
pretty
risky at all.
It's pretty smart, actually.
Like, he could be in trouble if Rain chooses to do something such as 4-gate follow-up. Let me check if he's chrono boosting his core. His core is pretty far along, but I don't think it's going to be a 4-gate follow-up. He's just playing safe.
I think he's not going to 4-gate follow-up because he doesn't really need to.
Yeah.
So far to beat MVP.
And also, it can be a little bit risky if they do certain types of all-ins and you just lose with 4-gate follow-up.
I lost all my tissues, man.
Lost all your tissues?
I had to blow my nose during this cast. They're all gone. Oh, I didn't use them all up.
Blow your nose on Calder's piece of paper where he writes all the people down for
I can blow my nose on Caldor's paper, leave a little surprise. He's probably going to robo next, and there it is.
Right. And, well, I mean, so far this is all pretty standard. The only weird thing, quote-unquote weird thing, is MVP's triple command, but you have to mix that in every now and then.
Yeah, well, otherwise you're too predictable. Mm-hmm. And basically what this does, guys, is since Protoss, they have to scout this before they know for sure that you went triple command. You can get an econ lead, so we can get a leg up on Rain, who Rain clearly wants to play very normal games against MVP. He's not interested and any real tricks coming out here. And I think that's all probably because he knows, well, MVP does so many different builds. If I'm doing one basic build and I'm just prepared for everything, I should beat MVP. I believe that's the game plan here.
And, you know, I like this build for this map because with the builds that they're doing right now, when Rain scouts it with his first observer, normally what you would do if this is like, let's say, Daybreak or Ohana or something like that, based upon the two builds that we see here, when that observer sees that, you'll probably just throw down a third Nexus. Because you're like, oh, okay, everything for them is a little bit slow. I can slow mine down. My Nexus, yeah, it's a little bit slower, but I'll actually be mining from my third base before he's mining from his third, etc. On this map, especially when he's going Colossus tech, I feel like that's not as much of an option. This is going to be hard. As far as build orders go, MVP has the upper hand.
I got to agree with you, Artosis. Well, you can see both players really showing a lot of respect for each other here in this game. They're both saying to each other, "Damn, this other guy is really good."
Yeah, there's no question.
Do what has been deemed the safest long-term build. And it looks like he's going to get this observer. Are you kidding me?
He's trying to. He will.
Yeah, and he does gun that one down. MVP so on point whenever that observer gets in his base. He knows the exact time and everything. He says, all right, exactly at about, 8 minutes, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Observer probably going to come into my base. Keep your eyes peeled for that.
Well, 2 Forges going down. Wow. Okay, 2 Forges now. I want to see, is he going to throw down a Twilight quickly here? Because he's getting the 2 Forges and 1 Colossus. Will he go straight Twilight or Thermal Lance?
Yeah.
Because he's either going...
I think he's going to go straight Twilight. He's making a second observer.
And he actually is throwing down a Nexus. Wow. He's doing a lot at once. This is going to... let's see how many observers. He only has 1 observer. There's a lot of bravery coming out of Rain right now. This is something that's kind of hard to actually pull off. And okay, the Twilight does go down.
It's a little bit of a risk here from Rain, but only, I was going to say only if he gets spotted, but he sees that.
Thing is, with the Colossus tech, there's a lot of ground he has to cover. He'll probably get charged right away. It looks like it's going to be one of these 1 Colossus builds where you go directly into Twilight tech. It gives you more mobility.
It can also force the Terran into overmaking Vikings.
Oh, absolutely. You can trick him occasionally. In fact, he's getting a second starport. So from seeing that, he's getting ready for that, realizing that could be the case, that there's going to be a lot of Colossus out. But Rain has chosen a pretty good strategy overall. It's just there's no way he can attack for a bit, and when the drops start coming in, it is going to be very hard to stop them. What he's trying to do right now is have enough units in the middle of the map to force his opponent not to drop.
Yeah, because of course, if you in most situations, if you do, let's say, load up 2 medevacs and try to drop the Protoss, well, then they just run over there and kill you.
Yeah, if their army's that close, you have no time.
So the pressure's on, but is he going to catch on to the fact that this is somewhat of a bluff here from Rain?
Yeah, it's a hard one. It is, and MVP has seen the 3rd Nexus warping, so he has a reasonable idea of what's going on, but he's going to have 5 Vikings here in a second. 5 Vikings is way overkill. In fact, against 1 Colossus without range, just don't even get Vikings.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Get extra medevacs, to be honest.
Let's see if he makes more Vikings. That's what I'm really curious about.
Yeah, after the 5.
Right, so he's got 3 popping out now. And I'll wait for it. Because if he goes back to medevacs, that's good for him. But if he makes any more Vikings, wait.
No, that's the last one. All right. Okay, and
no, he just started another. Okay, he just started another round of 3 Vikings.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's... Okay, so MVP actually has been duped a little bit here. He does think it's, like, heavy Colossus.
See those Vikings just flew by that observer? I can guarantee you inside of Rain's mind, he is very, very pleased with this. He's saying, excellent. Everything is going according to plan. I'm about to dupe this game genie nerd.
Yeah, and he's getting his Temple Archives. His charge is going to finish up. His 2-2 is halfway done almost.
This is so well played.
If he doesn't take a ton of damage from this incoming attack, then he's just going to win. Like, he's going to have 2-2 against 1-0 and counter tech to his opponent. So, I mean, this attack must do something.
Okay. It is kind of all boiling down to this, guys. I know the supply difference. Protoss really behind here because he didn't try to do so much stuff at once. I don't know. This is going to be a tough call for Rain because he could just lose his 3rd. He could give up his 3rd, actually.
That's a lot of units to lose, though. And here we go. MVP running forward. forward, and that does go down immediately. Look at this. He has a ton of these units, and Rain in a lot of trouble. Some good force fields going on, really good force fields,
but the zealots are in the back.
Oh god, that is brutal, but there's too much damage output anyways. MVP looks like he may have broken Rain here.
Watch this, he lands the mule, classic MVP. He's gonna unpower these pylons, he'll unpower the next one, and this is bad news bears here for Rain right now, who's barely hanging on.
No, he's lost way too much at this point. Even if he cleans this up, which it looks like he will, MVP has another round of units just walking across the map right now. More medevacs in production. Look at this, hitting this third base. Going to take out these units before they can even warp in almost.
All right, backing up, regrouping with the rest of his army. Now Rain is pushing him back. MVP has to be careful not to overextend here.
Yes, he does, because don't forget, there's a big upgrade lead. In fact, Rain started 3-3, realizing that this is the one place he has a lead, and he has to make the lead even better if he wants to actually win this. I don't know that he's going to be able to pull this off, because look at this supply difference. It's 40 supply difference right now.
You gotta love MVP when he drops those mules. You know, really aggressive, kind of getting in the face of their guys saying, that's right, you're screwed. I'm gonna give up 300 minerals just to point that out to you. Now the medevacs there were spotted.
He should not. This is, they went right over an observer.
Zap. I'm surprised he's still going in with this.
You'll realize his backup was a bad idea.
All right, actually not losing as much as I thought he would. Now, here's the thing, though, guys. Rain is, he does have the upgrade advantage and everything else like that. So there's another drop of here, stemming, hitting this Archon. It will go down, no problem.
Yeah, he picks off an Archon. That's a very expensive unit. Can he grab another one, perhaps? He's being cost inefficient with this, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think he's getting a little bit ahead of himself.
The supply is actually catching back up at this point. So MVP, I mean, he had a nice, strong lead, started dropping wheels. He got a little bit overconfident.
As you can see here, takes out that first pylon. He's keeping Rain back at his base, but at the same time, I don't know. Well, it looks like he's going to try to take the fourth in the middle now. MVP is. MVP with the absolutely insane production rate. Look at that. All those barracks producing.
It's pretty
getting a fifth command center, too. So it looks like this is one of those funky situations you can be in StarCraft 2 where you're ahead enough. You don't need to do the killing move. You just need to keep attacking into them, keeping their army low while you keep expanding.
But 3-3 is about to finish, and this is like a charged lot Archon-based army, which is really going to make good use of those upgrades. And if MVP's out in the center, I feel like Rain's army actually can crush him.
I can't believe MVP's even going any further forward.
He's up by 3 upgrades right now. This is the most upgrades he can ever be up by.
All right, he backs up. 150 supply to 183.
And look at this.
That's smart.
Dropping in the main while running away with the rest of the units. Exactly what he should be doing right here. Very well done.
And of course, with Archon Zealot, not easy to snipe the medevacs.
He's going to have to start running from this. We have a lot of ghosts here. He doesn't want to lose those.
Oh, these ghosts are in bad spot. He needs to pick them up with a medevac. Oh my god, the ghosts are in the front right now. Being hit so hard right now. Zealot's hitting the Marines and the Marauders. Archon's doing a lot of damage. Remember, the upgrade advantage here, huge for Rain.
Yes, indeed it is. And we do have 3-2 on the way for MVP, but it's still a ways off. And don't forget that drop still in the main base.
He does not have the planetary up yet here at the fourth either, so he can actually just barrel his way in there. Gotta get the Templar Archives. That's a good thing.
Oh,
really nicely done.
That is a strong kill right there, that Templar Archives. Also, he did kill some units in there with that as well.
Yep.
Didn't really focus on that drop much. He was too busy microing elsewhere. But MVP, once again, taking a big lead by 50 supply.
Yeah, MVP is trying to smother Rain economically and with harass. Rain with a small little outpost over here, but Rain again with the stronger army here despite this bizarre supply difference.
And another little drop going in. You don't have a huge round of Warpins though to actually deal with it. So this drop definitely going to do some damage as well. Any probes he can kill right now is actually very, very nice.
All right, Storm hitting. All right, and now taking out that Templar. Marine Marauder coming up here now. And you can see he just wants to take out these rocks because he wants to try to counterattack in there whenever Rain leaves. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, nice little... he's going to swim up here and take out these Templars. 1, can he get 2? He does. 3.
Oh, almost gets 3.
Of course it's an Archon. Yeah.
And MVP now max, still up by 50 supply, so he's going to continue to put on this pressure. Oh, nice EMPs, but those didn't have enough
my God.
energy anyways.
He just obliterated that. That was supposed to be a sandwich there where he gets stuck, but not going to happen. MVP not taking any of this. Storm coming down now. MVP being driven out a little bit, but it's possible this army might just be a little bit too big.
Yeah, look at the supply right now for Rain down to just 74. He's down by 100 supply at this point. He's making another Nexus, but I mean, he's not going to be able to send probes there. He's not even going to be able to stop this attack, it's starting to look like.
Takes out that Archon there, just some Zealots and a Stalker. I think this is the killing blow here as he lands some mules. GG.
Wow, bringing it to game 5.
Sick.
Can't expect anything less from these two. Absolutely an even match so far.
Basically, everybody predicted this to be at least 3-2. You know, it's going to go to the 5th match. They're just too good. MVP playing very nicely, saying, I'm not out of this yet.
I want to go over actually exactly why that game looked like it did.
Sure.
You know, MVP did get a little bit overconfident. Rain almost started to bring it back, but you know, it was what we were talking about before, where that third base, it's very difficult to take, you know, at all in the early game because of the drops of Terran. Now, MVP so smartly saved triple command. He didn't do it at all yet. That was his first time doing triple command in the specified.
Right.
And when Rain scouted it, again, on most maps, you're going to take that third Nexus. But on this map, it's super, super hard to do. And when he did take it, MVP realized that, oh, you are actually spread a bit too thin. And he just abused him for it.
Really nicely done there by MVP. Map number 5 is going to be on Cloud Kingdom. We're going to go right into this game. Who wins? Do you know? Do you have any idea? If it comes down to this one map.
Okay, I'm going to go with Rain. The most beautiful PvTs I've seen from him have been on Cloud Kingdom. He, I mean, this is a map that you can play very methodically, and there's a lot of area that you can actually harass Terran on, especially that 4th base location. It's hard for Terran to actually defend up there.
I get the Stalkers up on the high ground behind that. At the
Warp Prisms can fly around. You know, there's the cliff over the natural. There's the cliff over the 4th, and those are 2 great places to harass. All the other bases kind of spread out. But MVP, I feel like he'll look at this map because he knew for Abyssal to put Vikings on the side. So maybe he'll have like a bunker up there or something to stop these Warp Prism drops. I'm not sure what he has planned, but
on the line
I'm
now.
siding with Rain a little bit. How about you?
I am actually going to side with MVP, to be totally honest, just based off of his results. But it's going to depend a lot on what build he does. I think we know that Rain's probably going to do the same build. He might throw out a wild card. I don't know. It's hard to predict. But, you know, MVP, we've seen him do stuff like just double proxy racks or do 1-1-1s or play standard or do timing.
Dude,
so a lot of it depends on how he's going to play.
Game 7 against Squirtle, he went for double proxy
I know.
racks. Okay,
and
you think that he won't go double proxy racks right now if he wants to? Oh, of course he will. You kidding me? He'll proxy a command center, make an engineering bay, float it in your base, and make a planetary if he thinks that has any chance of winning.
There you go. That's a cool idea, man. That would probably never work, but still, that's a neat idea.
Work during the beta every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? And it kills you. It's like, oh,
that's terrible. I think unless the players are on a restroom break, we're going to get this game started. Again, get on Twitter, hashtag GSL. It's really important you do that. Spread the word. This is obviously going to be one of the most watched days that we have down here.
Absolutely.
And it looks like, they're showing that GSL sign, and then, it's that camera zoom in the studio, and then, you know what that screen means, Artosis.
Oh, my God. These 2 nerds getting ready to battle. You know what's so funny? The player cams during the games, Rain's posture in that seat and his height are so much so that like his top of his head goes off the screen. I noticed that during the last game.
So funny. All right, guys. I am so excited to be casting this. Thank you all so much for joining us. Spread the word. Get on your Instant Messenger. Get on your cell phones. Tell your friends to tune in right now as esports history is about to be made.
Join your favorite AOL chat channel.
Yep. Join AOL Games chat channel. Let them know.
Yeah.
All those. Do whatever it takes, man. Whatever it takes. All right. We are 1 game away from finding out who will be one of our 2 finalists here in the GSL. Will it be Rain Or will it be MVP? Get ready. We're Tastosis, and this is GSL.
GSL.